welcome to episode number 44 already of my FM20 save with FC Rapid. As you can see here, we're on the Club Vision page. A little bit of spoilers on the right side in the highlights of the board expectations, their happiness with us. But as you can see here on the left side, we are struggling. They are disappointed in us in our performances in the league because we're not really challenging for the league title quite yet. Maybe we will be, who knows, but we're not yet. And we got knocked out of the cup. As you can see, we failed that. You'll see that in just a second. As you might remember, the game after the last episode was going to be that cup match. Let's just get straight into it. Before I get into... No, you know what? Let's just get into the results. So last match was the 3-1 win against FC Viterol. As I said, a good way to bring me back to the game after a month of absence. After that, we had the cup game against Dynamo. We actually took the lead in the 11th minute, and after that 3-1 win, I was very positive. I thought this is gonna be our match to win. We didn't. Even before halftime, they turned it around and we lost 2-1. So yeah, we're out of the cup. Sadly, maybe next year we got better luck. But for this year, the only thing we have to focus on is the league. As you can see, after that Dynamo game, we actually beat Voluntari with only 1-0 though. A goal from Kyle in injury time in the first half. After that match, we lost 2 matches, one against Shikshureda and one against Chindia, both of them 2-0, both of them away from home. And after that, after this first match against Shikshureda, we got called up for a board meeting, and you know what that means? They were very unhappy with our performances. I think at that point we were in 10th or 11th even, and well, the end of the meeting, basically they said you need to pick up 10 points from the next 5 games. Well, for those of you who are gonna calculate it very quickly, I'll tell you guys, we made it, otherwise we wouldn't still be here. We lost the first match against Chindia, 2-0. And after that, I made one tiny change in our tactic. I'll show you guys in a second. And for some reason, it just clicked. So first off, we beat Sepsi 2-0 at home. Kyle and Bermejo with the 2 goals. After that, we beat Polytechnica 5-0 away from home. You can see who scored the goals: Mikael, Kyle, Bermejo, Lambulic, and Kesep. After that, we beat CFR Cluj, who were top of the league, 3-1 away from home. They actually took the lead in 20th minute. Tassiano Mikael had 2 goals, and in between Kyle scored a goal as well. And then we only needed 1 point from the match against Craiova, and that's exactly what we got. Again, they took the lead in the 29th minute. We equalized in injury time in the first half via a goal from Bermejo, and then we also had a penalty, but that penalty was saved. Also, in my opinion, it wasn't really a penalty. I mean, the defender got the ball, and VAR said it was a penalty, so I wasn't gonna complain, but we missed it anyway. So yeah, let's see where that leaves us in the league. We are in 6th. A few teams have a game in hand on us as well, so we might drop 1 or 2 spots. But for now, we're in 6th. A lot better than where I left you guys last episode. So yeah, I'm not happy quite yet with our position in the league, but it could be worse. We could already be sacked for all I care. So everything is better than that. The one small change that I made. You remember our formation was 4-4-1-1, and I know attacking mids in FM20 don't get the rating and don't get the involvement in the match that you would expect from them. I thought I was for some reason better than that, and I still used an attacking mid. The only thing that I changed is that I moved him to striker. So we now play 4-4-2, very basic 4-4-2, but it seems to work. Could all come back to bite me, the things I'm saying right now, but it seems to work. We won 4 out of 5 matches and actually picked up. We didn't win 4 out of 5. We won 3 out of 5, but we actually picked up 10 points in the last 4 games, and that's pretty good if you ask me. To only have 1 slip up. That's not too bad actually. So, yeah, let's just get into this match against Cosmeton. They're in third. We cannot overtake them if I'm correctly. We can't, but we can overtake Shikshurada, who are for some reason in fifth actually, with a game in hand on us as well. So if they win their game in hand, we would still be sixth. But for now, if we win this, we could overtake them and we could move up to fifth, and maybe then the board will be a little bit happier with us. So let's submit the team. As you can see, Labrovic in goal, Ferrero, Bogdanovic, Lupu, and Pisk in the defense. Midfield of Mikael, Owaida, Memela, and Kyle, and then Bermeo and Lambulic at striker. We also had a player asking for more game time. Let me see where he's at. I know who it is. He's somewhere way down. Anyway, it's Shane Buckley. Here he is. So let's get Castillo off the bench and let's just get Buckley straight in there for either Owaida or Memela. Memela has the lower rating out of the two, so let's get him off for Buckley. Even though Buckley is not as good as him, I know, but I don't want to lose Buckley just yet. I mean, as you can see, he can become really good. So I don't want to lose him because we're not giving him enough game time. So let's put him in the starting 11 over Memela. Memela on the bench. And everybody is fully fit as well, so let's just get straight into it and let's hope that we can have just as good as a game as we had against the Vitero the last time we met. So let's give the guys a good pep talk again. Let's hope it works. For now it doesn't. Everybody listening keenly, deep in thought as well. There they are, motivated, happy, look to gain confidence. That's what we like to see. So here we are on the first minute, already a highlight, and it looks to be for Cosmeton. But we intercept the throw-in, and Lambudic might set up a counter here. Mikael with the ball on the right-hand side tries to go past his opponent, but he gets tackled. It was a good tackle on the ball as well. And now Cosmeton look to build out from the back again. And they have a lot of space here on the left-hand side. Stoica and Ferrero looks to be a good tackle as well. That's kind of a repeat from the penalty that we got last game that you guys didn't see, where I said, well, it looks to me like the defender had the ball, gave a penalty anyway, and they score it. We didn't, but they scored, and it's 1-0 after only 2 minutes. So we have our work cut out for us. We know what we have to do. We have to score at least 2 goals to win this, but it doesn't look very likely just yet. I mean, Cosmeton have another chance here. Boho with the ball to the left-hand side again. And again, a lot of space here for Stoica. Goes past his defender again. But Labrovic this time with a save. And luckily we didn't give another penalty away. Kyle picked up a knock. That's not something that we like to see. Especially because we don't have Pintea on the bench. So we're going to have to figure out how to cope with that. I think I'm going to put Shupe on the left-hand side, the Croatian striker. Ferrero with a throw-in for now. Owaida tries to put in a cross, but it's intercepted by Oliveira. Oliveira now runs in our defense, and he does get past Bogdanovic, but luckily another good save by Labrovic. And as you can see, Shikshurada are actually leading against Sepsi. So even if we were to win this game, we would not overtake them. They're now leading 3-0 already. So yeah, even if we were to win this somehow, we would still not go into 5th. But here they score their second goal, Gabriel Manea, in the 35th minute, and it's 2-0 now. Every time that I'm on a good run off camera and the first live com, it's just not a good game. And again, I don't know how we win 3 out of those 4 games with the exact same formation as this, and then we play so poorly against this team. I mean, granted, they are a good team. They are in 3rd. They are a steady top team for the past 2 or 3 years. But still, we would have to challenge them. We would have to be able to challenge them. I think we have the players to do so. So it's probably just my fault. Speaking of which, if you have any suggestions for the tactics, please let me know in the comments down below. I mean, any help is very welcome, as you can see, because we're not living up to our expectations and we're not living up to our ability as well. Manea here with the ball again on the right hand side, puts in a cross, but it's headed away by Ferrero. Owaida with a long ball forward, looks to set up a counter attack, but we could not keep hold of the ball. But Supe intercepts their long ball forward, and now we get to set up an attack again. Supe to Buckley in the midfield to the right hand side. Can Mikael keep that in? He can. Can he put in a cross maybe as well? A good cross, but it's headed away. Lampulic though with the 2-1. Mikael with the cross gets headed away straight back to Mikael. Mikael with a pass to Lampulic, and Matija Lampulic in the 53rd minute puts us back into the game. We're only 2-1 down, only one goal to equalize it right now. Let's just get Shane Buckley out of there. I mean, I'm saying I don't want to lose him, but he's clearly just not good enough for this team. Let's get Brighton LeBeau in there. Our hero from the first couple of seasons has fallen off a little bit. I mean, he is getting a little bit older, and we're getting better, younger players in his position. But he's still a cult hero for me, and that's something that you have to cherish, in my opinion. And that's probably the reason why I'm just not gonna sell him, because I'm just too emotionally attached to him already. So let's give him a chance in the final 10 minutes. Oliveira here with the ball though for Cosmeton. Stoica has it now, and Labrovic. I was gonna say Labrovic with a good save, but it wasn't a save. The ball just went over the goal. They do get a corner here in the 83rd minute. This time Labrovic with a save. Can he set up a counter attack? He looks to do so, but he doesn't see any free man. So he takes his time, kicks it very far forward. Mikael has the ball right now. Passes it back to Bogdanovic, who tries to pick out Mikael again, but the pass just wasn't accurate enough. And now Cosmeton have the ball again, and they can set up their attack. Stoica here on the left hand side gives it to Dupai. To the right hand side to Manea, the goal scorer who scored their second goal, but he screws this up. Luckily for us, we get a goal kick, but it just doesn't look to be our day, and I think that's gonna be it. Only injury time left, and there's the final whistle. We lost 2-1. We are still in 6th with a game in hand, even 2 games in hand on some teams, so we could even drop down to 9th again. So yeah, I'm not happy with their performances. We should have done better. I'm not saying that we deserve more from how we played, but I just think that we had to do better. We had to perform better on that day. We didn't, sadly, so we lost 2-1. As I said, puts us in 6th, but possibly 9th even. Let's take a look at the schedule, but I think I mentioned it last time. The next game is going to be against Shikshireta, who are now only 1 spot above us. That could be different by that time, but for now it looks to be like a very, very important match. As you know, the split is going to be the first 6, so I really want to keep a hold of that 6th spot. Maybe, of course, I would love to go a little bit higher, but the most important thing is to keep a hold of that 6th spot and make it into the championship group so that we still stand a chance on some European football for next season. Of course, the league went up a couple of places, so let's see. You only need to finish 5th right now to get into Europe. So if we were to get into that championship group, there would be a very good chance that we actually get some European football. And I would love for FC Rapid to get into Europe again. If it's the Champions League, Europa League, or Europa Conference League, or Europa League 2, however you want to call it. I just love to see our club again in Europe. So that's going to be it for this episode. Next time, as I said, going to be the last game before the split against Shikshireta. Could be a very important game. We don't know quite yet, but we'll see. For now, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe as well if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.